Welcome back.
Okay, so last time you guys were teleported into Valley Forge by the literal god of time.
You mean out of Valley Forge?
Yeah, you were teleported out of there by the literal god of time.
Woohoo!
Nope.
Into the bar. A day and a couple hours has passed.
So are we all waking up? Are we all already awake? Are we back at the bar?
It's like 10 in the morning at the bar.
Waking up, Kale goes to Aria and says, Aria, do you ever get really weird dreams? I mean, last night I dreamed my name was Trevelyan and I was the leader of an inquisition and everyone kept asking me for political opinions. What's going on?
I don't know. Yesterday was.
I didn't know what a fork was.
I don't know.
I don't know what this fork is.
Wait, did all of our stuff like on the side missions happen?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
So am I even there?
So yesterday.
You've just arrived.
So yesterday was the best day ever of my life.
actually, on an actual plot-related note, can I finally tell everyone my theory since I didn't get a chance to last time in the...
Yeah, we'll just assume that everyone's kind of up and in the tavern like space.
Actually,
Hey guys, guess who became the CEO of a giant corporation?
can I roll perception to see if anyone's outside before I tell everyone this?
Go check the bar and check my inventory.
So, 17 for perception. Actually, Aria already knows this, so you can kind of half pay attention if you want.
Like,
From what you can tell, it's basically the normal morning traffic of the Inquisition, or not the normal morning traffic of the Bazaar. I've been reading a lot of books that use the term Inquisition lately.
Okay, at that, I actually, at that, just to be safe, I also lock the door, and I just say, everyone, get close and pay attention.
It's like,
Hey, what's going on?
It's like,
you're a little bit jumpier than usual.
at that, I look between them. I just look to Aria just to see if it's cool to tell everyone this. Okay. It's like, dramatic silence for a couple moments, and it's just like, I've spoken to Aria about this. She agrees. I have reason to believe that there's a rat in the Senate.
So I'm assuming you don't mean one that likes cheese.
So this is why no one trusts the postal system.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, it's like, Phelipe, I mean the kind of rats that go around telling things they're not supposed to.
I figured as much, but I like hearing you discuss things.
Right.
Okay.
Let's break their legs.
Sugilites, I agree with you. The problem is I have absolutely no idea who he is and no way of finding out. And trust me, I'm speaking from a bit of personal experience here. Going around accusing the nobility of things is not a good idea.
What rank is? Yeah. Do you know what type of rank this guy is?
No, I only know things from what I've seen, and this is what I've seen, and this is what I've surmised from what I've seen.
Wait a second.
Uh-huh.
Why would it be a tiefling? Would it?
So I don't know, but here's what I've seen, and here's what I've surmised from what I've seen. Someone helped that alpha assassin get into the ball. Someone knew Romalia Garrett's true identity and organized her capture. And someone, and this is the most important. He looks directly at songs he sang this. Someone was able to leak troop positions to the elves.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's like so whoever this rat is, it's somebody who's able to do all three of these. Is in a position to do all three of these things. It's like, I mean, anyone can tell from looking at Romalia that she's an elf. But who else besides us and her husband probably knows who true identity is Romalia Thule? And we only heard that.
The only possibility would have been Flash, but he's dead.
Yeah.
I might have a lead, but
It's like, what lead?
like I said, has anyone mentioned a tiefling?
Is like
Tieflings?
Yeah.
I looked to Aria kind of confused because there's only one other tiefling we've talked about.
Yeah. No, not her. Not her.
What,
Some
do you think
guy
I know
named.
every tiefling in the Empire?
We know Marcus as well. I was wondering if it was okay to tell him about that.
Yeah. Some guy named. Yeah.
Wait,
Guy named Mark. Yeah. Some guy named Marcus.
was it? Wait, you mean? Wait, how do you know about the Magus' son?
Let's just say yesterday was. Let's just say that finding out that your god is real wasn't the only thing that happened. Hold up the letter.
It's like,
So you got a letter to...
yeah.
Did everyone in this table get a letter?
Yes. Yes, but not.
Holy crap.
Yes. Okay. Next question is: did someone like personally deliver it to you?
No.
Kale doesn't talk.
Yes, I did.
Kale doesn't. Kale doesn't talk.
Wait, so
A teenage
this
girl helped
song
me.
get
She
one is
was
getting one
very-
later.
She was nice.
So
You're
say
getting
for-
one. Yours is technically in post because the man who's writing it is currently trying to run a country that's trying to fall apart at the seams.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm
So-
saying, yeah.
I technically
Damn
don't
it!
have
Feels like the one company that doesn't trust the postal system.
It's like also.
Wait, am I the only one that got a nice letter from a nice person?
You might just be.
I think I might
yes.
have got one. All I know is that Trixie's master wants to study me.
The Magus is a pretty awesome dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a nice letter from a nice person, but
Is the Magus really that nice? The first thing he said to you was, "Hey, if you see my son, kill him."
it's like, but actually, but yeah, back on
Pact.
a serious note here. It's like what is like all of us six like every. That's not the point I'm trying to make. Everyone here, except for maybe two of us, are us. We're all commoners. We can't. We're in no position to be pointing fingers or accusing anyone of being a rat. Like, I honestly have no idea how to pursue this. If any of you have any ideas, please let me know, because at some point this is probably going to get us killed if we're doing missions for the Emperor.
Well, okay, but point back is like you said, only two of us are even remotely above peasants.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
I was hoping you guys would have ideas. Like out of everyone here except maybe Phelipe, I'm the one who you probably don't who looks the least like nobility, and Phelipe gets a pass just because he's sleeping with Celeste.
Oh, awesome! I'm the CEO of a big company now.
And I tried to conquer them, so I'm not sure if
okay.
they would like me making accusations either.
Yeah,
I maybe could make accusations. I got some pull.
great.
I'm pretty sure I'm intimidating enough to make
At the door.
accusations.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
I vote,
at the door knock, Kale just goes like this.
yeah, I vote Alexei gets it.
Okay,
Aria's got the door.
Well, that's just
All right.
me, Dad.
all right. Well, at that, Kale just like makes a slashing motion across his throat. It's like, not talking about this.
Song goes up to the door. Oh, you got it? Never mind.
Okay,
So
so
you open the door.
Yes.
Standing in front of you is a soldier in full military regalia.
No.
Are you Aria?
Yes. Who's asking?
He he stands upright. He goes. He looks at all of you in the room.
Hi.
So I take that song, Phelipe. Okay, everyone appears to be attending. I am Colonel West of His Majesty's army.
Don't you mean Captain?
So, whatever.
Yes.
I have orders to bring you to the Biomancers.
the Biomancers?
Anybody sick? Why? What's going on?
He looks around. The Emperor has an assignment for you.
Oh, sweet.
At that, Kale's eyes and ears perk up.
I was told by the Emperor to take you directly to the Biomancers.
Well, Kale says at that. Kale just says in Russian, "Lead on then."
Remember, no Russian.
It's like, all right, hang on, let me grab something. Okay, let me grab a few more things of Pepsi.
Eh. Don't forget to pay for those, or Aria's gonna skin you.
I'll leave a tab.
I go, I'm not sure what he goes. I'm not sure what he said in Moonspeak, but I think it with the gesture, I think he means, yeah, let's go.
At that, Kale
I've
says,
really got to run the run.
Kale says to Phelipe, "I'm not sure how much this matters to you, but the proper derogatory term is rusky. Moonspeak is Nippon."
I don't have a tab.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not an Eldar. Okay, so do you follow?
Okay. After grabbing the Pepsi and leaving the money, yes.
Hey,
Upon entering the streets, the bazaar appears to be back in full swing, even with the high presence of military guards.
I have my D20 ready in case I need to roll perception, but this is the city, so I don't really need to do that yet.
It's like,
After navigating through various streets and backways, he comes across a courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 buildings in this courtyard. 2 of them appear to be made out of white marble and granite. The other one is a 1-story black building with a rather familiar symbol to you, Svent.
oh boy.
But the one he's leading you towards has...
The 5-star thing?
Yes.
Okay.
The building of the... He's leading you towards a building that says hospital in plain common.
All right.
Pardon me the stuff.
Right.
If Kale has
one-story.
anything to say or do, I will say so. Otherwise, assuming Kale is just being silent and looking around.
It's like, looking at Kale like, okay, he's acting weirder than usual.
This is how he normally acts. All right.
Upon getting closer to the building, there are about 24 fully armed soldiers waiting outside the hospital doors.
So this is where the biomaesters.
What's with the security?
Very good question, Song.
The colonel says, just in case someone followed him back to the Empire, we're just making sure he's still alive and fine.
Kale perks up at that because it's been a while since he put those pieces together. It's been a while since we dealt with him.
I don't think Phelipe ever met Reaver.
He didn't. We all did. He's an asshole.
I didn't, though, so I don't have any
I don't
idea.
think Sugilite did.
We're fortunate that he was able to survive this far. As he walks past several of the guards, most of them turn and do full military salute to him.
Actually, Kale has a question. It's like, you survived. How bad is he? Like, is he?
It's going to take a lot of work, but maybe if he's lucky.
Well, who is it?
Hey, you talking about that half-dead guy that fell off the horse?
It's like,
Oh yeah, him.
He just looks like Reaver.
It's like Reaver.
Upon
I look around
entering-
at all the others. They mean anything?
Entering the building, it is like almost bleached white corridors.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
Just open your jerky.
it smells clean. It has the look and feel of a hospital. Except without all the complicated medical equipment, because this is
magic, damn it.
so.
I'm going to wrap my face anyway, because Phelipe doesn't really trust hospitals.
All right this way. He takes you down a corridor, walking past even more guards in full military uniform. Until he comes to one last door with a short woman wearing blue and green robes, standing outside his door checking a chart. Anybody want to roll anything?
I'm already rolled 14 on perception on her.
I'll roll as well. And I failed. I'm not even gonna. There.
And
My perception. Yeah, I'm just,
Well, I failed even worse, so.
yeah.
This is strange.
How does Mike get the best perception?
I don't know. Unless Ken roll better.
I got a 14.
Ken was.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, 14. Right.
Got what you roll.
Yeah, if you roll, type it in the chat so I can.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright.
She is actually barely taller than Aria,
So human.
and appears to be human for the most part. Upon turning, she has her complexion is rather pale. You assume it's you assume it's because she works indoors. She's a bio. She also her hair is also kind of cut short, and looks like it's kind of spiky just based upon how it's kept. It looks kind of just unkept and like kind of spiking out everywhere.
What color is the hair?
It's a light brown, like a light mocha brown. She turns and says she's actually at this point turning toward you, and she has startling emerald eyes. Oh, forgive me. I was just reading over Reaver's chart.
So, how bad is he?
Well, the chart clearly states that he's right fucked.
The chart clearly states.
His left leg.
Does she actually say that?
Yes.
Phelipe laughs out loud.
His leg is completely ruined. His left leg is completely ruined. We had to cast it, and it's basically being held apart mostly by our own splints and our own magic. His left, we cannot do anything to replace his arm. I mean, it's really out of his budget to get something to replace it.
Does he have his budget?
Yes, Reaver can barely afford this room. This is actually one of the cheapest rooms in the hospital.
Suddenly, Kale is kind of surprised at this, but doesn't say anything.
Like, so I'm taking. Okay, so this is not the general hospital then.
Actually, hold on. Kale has an inquiry. This is like, Reaver's one of the top gun mages. Don't they have protection or insurance in case this kind of thing happens?
Well, Reaver's expense account is dedicated to other affairs based upon what records we were able to attain. His face, he'll have several scars, but hey. Oh, I guess I should probably introduce myself. I am his I am the biomancer in charge of making sure that he heals properly. My name is Pip. Nice to meet you.
I go,
Okay,
hi, I'm Phelipe. Hold out my hand.
She's as tall as you.
So she is.
Pip.
Is she addicted to
Does she
mentats?
shake my hand?
No. She shakes your hand.
She doesn't. I go, hi, I'm Phelipe.
Colonel West, we don't need you anymore.
Oh, she didn't shake my hand.
Go deal
All right.
with Pike.
Uh-huh.
He says, all right, ma'am, everyone, gentlemen and lady, if you would and she looks up at you, Sugilite. Golem,
We don't know.
I identify as a gentleman.
gentleman Rockman. Right this way. She opens the door, and it's a rather small room. Probably about 12 feet by 12 feet. There is a single bed with Reaver in it, and there is a rather pale and frail-looking woman sitting next to him on the bed, sitting next to him in a chair.
Perception. And okay, not bad.
Let me roll to see if I remember, because I know who she is, I think. Yeah.
Well,
I got 13, so... Do I make the connection that that's the sister I heard about?
I want to know I want to know perception first.
Right.
Then,
Well, everybody, if you're rolling, type it and it'll go.
Miles
just Grant, knowing you, if you know it, you're gonna blurt it out. So I want to know what my perception is before Kale knows this.
Oh, I'm not gonna blurt it out if she's frail. If she's a kid, I don't want her to get startled.
Ah, it's his resident prostitute.
Oh my god!
Celeste told me all about her.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Jayson, you're rolling anything?
I don't think I told you guys about her though. I didn't.
You did.
I'm not. I'm just
All right.
observing.
She appears to be about 20 years old, just by her physical form.
So older than me.
She has long white hair. She looks rather frail. Like, it looks like she's barely able to exist in that space that she's occupying.
Wow.
She's wearing dark colored clothing, and while previously you kind of hard to see him, there appears to be a rather tall gentleman behind her. You assume that maybe this is a caretaker of some sort, maybe another biomancer.
Is he wearing the same type of clothing? Does he have the same type of stuff Pip did?
No, he's actually. Well, he's wearing bluer robes, but it's more of a light, like robin's egg blue, as opposed to like the striking dark blue of the biomancer robes.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Arcana, Mike, Reaver is the strongest presence in the room.
Huh. And he got
Because he is... Yeah. The girl, however, any Arcana that she has in her, it's incredibly weak and sickly.
Hmm.
So she's a sickly, frail girl. Got it.
She actually looks...
need a job.
Oh, God.
It's the reason. This is the reason why Reaver is like stuck in a dead end room. He's been giving all his money for her.
She sits up. She goes, "Oh, brother, you have guests."
That Kale doesn't need it pointed out anymore. Kale is actually very, very surprised.
He kind of tilts his head over. He's got bandages all over it, and he's like, "Oh, good. They sent you. Of course, they would send you."
Okay. Yeah, trust me, we're about as excited as you are, so let's
Yeah,
get
we
this over
seem
with.
to be that group for some reason that gets sent places.
Yeah, Kale would say something, but he is still very, very confused right now. So he's wrestling through what he should be feeling.
How do you get away?
The frail girl actually goes, "Nicholas, would you please mind your manners?"
Nicholas?